Well, that was an interesting summer. Welcome to a new season of Zero to Hero. Yes, welcome back to Club 1, Episode 7 of Zero to Hero. I'm Wes, and in today's episode we'll be playing our first game of the new season against Halesowen Town in the Vanarama National League North. Now, those of you that watched the last episode of last season, Episode 6, you will know that we went out of the playoffs semi-final against Hereford in extra time. We lost 1-0, and we were resigned to another season at this level. And I thought we had decent budgets. We were already overspending on our budget, and I thought, yeah, okay, we'll renew some contracts. We'll find one or two new players, and we'll see where we are at the beginning of this season and see how we go. Then this happened. As you can see, on the 3rd of June, our chairman, David Newton, left the club. He retired. And on the same day, we were taken over by John Jacobs, a tycoon in, I don't know what industry he's in, but he pumped £20 million into the club, supposedly, according to his, according to the email we got through, that he was pumping £20 million into the club. He turned us professional straight away, and then I thought, oh, here we go, because whenever I've had a takeover happen, I have been expected to win the league, even though we escaped relegation the year before. Okay, fair enough, we were challenging for the title last season, but I thought there's going to be unreasonable expectations, and 6 months into the new season I'm going to be sacked. And then I had a quick look at the expectations, and he said that he wanted us to, well, he gave me 3 choices: a top half finish, playoff finish, or winning the league as champion, promoted as champion. Now, I went for the lowest possible expectation just to give myself a fighting chance. So we've gone for a top half finish. If we play as well as we did last season, then that won't be a problem. And then he gave me a transfer budget of £160,000 and a wage budget of £10,000. I think it was about £9,000. If we have a look at the club finances, you can see we were languishing around 214,000 around the end of the season, last season, and then there's this big skyrocket. We now have an overall balance of £1.8 million, and we have £9,000 wage budget left, transfer budget left. We're overspending on our wage budget, but I'm not overly bothered about that. So if we look at the projections, we're projected to be in profit for the next 3 seasons. We're going to go up and up and up. Everything's going up, and I think, yeah, this is going to be good. A good move for us if we stay here for a couple of seasons, maybe get a promotion, get into the National League, maybe even get Boston as far as the Football League, and then see where things go. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I'm going to have a look through. I'm going to take you through the transfers, because we have had a lot of comings and goings this year in terms of players. We'll have a look at the transfer history. We'll start by looking at the released players. Okay, had a fair few players leave the club. 3 players retired. Craig Westcar, he retired, as did Dave Norris, our captain, and Ben Davis, our player of the year last year. Ibrahim Sonko left on a free, so as did Spencer Harris, Ashley Jackson, George Brady, Jonathan Wafula, Kieran Keane, Andre Johnson, Ben Middleton and Jay Rollins all left on free because they didn't. The only one of those players I wanted to keep was George Brady, and he's now gone to France. He's playing in non-league in France now. He's a French player, so that's fair enough. He was the only one out of all of them that I wanted to keep, because he was still young, with a good amount of potential, but he wasn't happy with the way I was running the club, so he decided that he was going to leave. Other than that, everybody else I wasn't that bothered about going. So if we now take a look at the other players that have left, Dylan Parkin, he is a 20-year-old goalkeeper. He He was out on loan for us last season at Cleethorpes, made 17 appearances, average rating of 7.68, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but I didn't think he was good enough for the club, so I let him go. He went on a free to York City, who actually signed 6 goalkeepers on the opening of the transfer window. And also Cassian Thomas, one of our better midfielders. He was one that I wanted to keep, but then Walsall came in for him and they gave us £74,000 for him. Eventually could rise to 98,000. And I thought, yeah, although we don't need the money, I don't want to keep him here if he wants to play elsewhere. Not that he said he wanted to, but I didn't want to disrupt the club by having him around, and he didn't want to be, so I let him go. We brought him in on a free last season, and we've got 74,000 from maybe even 98,000 eventually. So yeah, that's good profit there. We signed quite a few players on frees and a few loans. I noticed last season that I didn't actually make any loan signings. They were all free transfers, so I've decided to try and take advantage of the loan market this season. Our first signing of the transfer window was Bradley Catton. He is a 19-year-old English left-back, can also play centre-back, and he comes in with a 2.5-star current ability and a 4.5-star potential. He came in on a free from Concord Rangers, where he only made 1 appearance last season, and he got an assist. So yeah, he came in mostly, I think, as backup for us at left-back, and cover at centre-back if we need it. Sorry about that, forgot to put my phone on silent. Our second signing of the transfer window was Michael Mullins, a 17-year-old English right-back. He came in with a 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's one of my favourite signings of the transfer window, and he comes in as our best right-back by far. We signed him on a free transfer from Watford at the end of last season. We also brought in Sam Muggleton. He is a 23-year-old English left-back. Again, more cover at left-back. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. We brought him in on a free transfer, having been released by Chesterfield at the end of last season, where he made 1 appearance in the National League. But he has played league football at League 2 with Barnet. It was a while back, but he's got that experience. We signed Brendon Daniels, also on free transfer. He's a 25-year-old English left winger. A bit of backup for Jordan Slew, who we managed to keep. He has a 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He signed on a free transfer from Port Vale, where he made no appearances last season, but he has played at this level before. 2 years ago at Halesowen Town, where he made 36 appearances and scored 13 goals. We managed to sign, now this is Zeus de la Paz, a 24-year-old goalkeeper. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce where he's from. And we signed him on a free transfer. He's 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He came in on a free from Oldham, where he made 15 appearances last season and conceded 30 goals. Only the 1 clean sheet and an average rating of 6.19. So hopefully, he with this League 2 experience, he can do okay in goal for us. He comes in as, I think he's our best goalkeeper. No, he's actually our second best goalkeeper behind George Willis. But George Willis is currently injured, so De La Paz will be getting a start in the first game of the season. We brought in Kane Richards on a free transfer. He is a 25-year-old English right winger. Can also play as a striker. He has a 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. We signed him on a free transfer from Bromley in the National League, where he made 5 appearances, scored 1 goal last season. He's got plenty of experience in the National League and National League North, and he comes in as our second best right winger. He's supposedly better than Nicky Walker, and usually we play Jordan Slew on the left, so he could get games. We signed Ollie O'Dwyer. He is a 22-year-old English centre-back with a 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. We signed him on a free from Crystal Palace, where he hasn't made an appearance yet, and he comes in as our best centre-back, equal to someone else we signed, who I will come to later. We then signed Cario Mitchell. He is a 21-year-old Grenadian striker who can also play attacking midfield and on both wings. Likes to play as a target man. He's a 2.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential. He's been capped 3 times and scored once for his country as well. And we signed him on a free, having been released by Nuneaton at the end of last season, and he made 15 appearances for them without scoring a goal. He is backup. He's backup for our backup. We then signed Marcel Elverfontaine. He's an 18-year-old English right back with a 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's some backup for Mullins. We for our loan signings. Our first loan signing was Connor Tomlinson on loan from Luton Town. He's a 19-year-old English striker. Likes to play as a poacher, but we'll be playing him as an advanced forward. He's got 4-star current and 4-star current ability, 5-star potential. He comes in as our second best striker behind Ben Hinchcliffe, who, I don't know, sometimes we play him on the left wing, so he may get game up front. Like I said, he's on loan from Luton Town, where he hasn't made an appearance. Our second loan signing was Cameron Healy. He is a 20-year-old English midfielder, can play as defensive midfielder, and that is where we're going to be playing him because we've changed our tactic slightly. We've gone with a tactic that I actually wanted to play when we first came to Boston, but we didn't have the players to do it, and I made sure, because of the way last season ended, that I wanted to go with the system that I originally wanted to play with. He has a 3.5 star current ability, 5-star potential, and he's come in on loan from Mansfield. He was on loan at Spennymoor in this league last season, made 34 appearances, 1 assist, 1 player of the match award, and an average rating of 6.82. We then signed Niall Blake on loan, also from Mansfield. He's a 19-year-old English striker, likes to play as an advanced forward, with a 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. And Jake Lawler, he's an English 28-year-old centre-back who can also play in defensive midfield. He's going to be a backup for us in defensive midfield and will provide cover at centre-back as well. He's got a 3-star current and potential ability. He came in on loan from Wrexham. So yeah, he made 3 appearances for Wrexham last season, not really setting the world alight in the National League. So that's it for our transfers so far. There are a few more that we're going to try and bring in the course of time throughout the season, because we do have that long transfer window again. We'll have a quick look to see where the media expect us to finish this season. We're expected to finish 7th. We're 9-2 to win the league. Barrow are favourites for the league, who were relegated from the National League along with Solihull Moors, and we've had Scarborough, Halesowen, who we play today, and Gainsborough promoted into the league. We have got Ben Hinchcliffe in the Dream 11 for the league, and we're going to have a quick look at the tactic that we are going to be using in our first game of the season against Halesowen. And this is it. We've gone with the 4-1-2-3. We basically dropped our centre midfielder back as a holding midfielder, give that bit more protection to the back 4. And this is the 11 that are going to be starting the game against Halesowen. We've gone with Della Paz in goal as Willis is out injured. A back 4 of Nugent, Qualter, O'Dwyer and Mullins. Healy as the holding midfielder with Thanoji and Akinola in front of him. Hinchcliffe up front on his own, supported by Jordan Slew and Nicky Walker on the wing. On the bench we have Catton, Martinezzi, Richards, Abbott and Tomlinson. Quite a few injuries at the moment. We've got a few people in on trial and a few people that aren't match fit yet. So some of the newer players will come in as they gain fitness. And now let's get into our first game of the season. I'm hoping we can have a similar sort of season to what we had last season. The only problem we've got is we've got a lot of new players coming in. I mean, of our back, well, actually we've only got 4 new players starting today, but one of them's our goalkeeper, 2 of them in defence, 1 in a new position that we've not played before. So it might take a while for them to fit in with the side. I am going to expect to win, because Halesowen have come up division below, and I do expect us to win this game because we are much better than them on paper. Not many highlights to start off this game then. We are dominating possession. We've had 4 shots so far and 3 on target, but apparently none of them worthy of a highlight. We have got a highlight now. Mullins with the throw in, and what just happened? Halesowen have gone 1-0 up. It was Mullins with the throw-in, trying to find Thanoji, but Thanoji couldn't get there, and it was just played up to their striker, and I don't know what happened there. We're 1-0 down already. That's not what I was expecting. We've had 60% of possession so far. 5 shots and 3 on target. They've had 1 shot. That shot was on target and it went in the back of the net. We've got another highlight now. Qual to Thanoji to Nugent to Healy. Akinola to Thanoji up to Hinchcliffe, who has... it's been disallowed. It was a good finish from him, really. He was only... According to that line, he was actually onside. Is it the yellow line that's the striker, or is it the red line? Either way, it was close, and for me, that wasn't offside. He was level. We've gone in at half-time 1-0 down, and I feel a little bit aggrieved at the fact that we've had that goal disallowed. It was a fantastic finish from Hinchcliffe, and I'm going to be assertive and say that I'm expecting to see much more from them. I'm really sorry, but I forgot to turn my phone on. Sorry about that. Forgot to turn my phone on silent. It's on silent now. I was told the team that I was disappointed with their performance. I expect to see much better from them, and that's motivated a few of them. We have got Akinola on a yellow card. We did pick up quite a few yellow cards last season, and a minute and 4 seconds into the second half, and we've conceded yet again. This time from a set piece, and it's their striker again. I'm beginning to think that De La Paz isn't as good a goalkeeper as I thought. Our defence is terrible, just like it was last season. And, I mean, Mullins on a 6.1, Nugent on a 6.3. We're 2-0 down against Halesowen Town, who have just come up from the division below, and I don't understand it. We should be the better team, and we're defending again now. Although we've won the ball back, Akinola running forward with the ball, loses out, but Hinchcliffe picks it up, sprays it out wide to Mullins with a good ball in, trying to find Jordan Slew, but he couldn't quite get there, and now they're trying to break on us, but O'Dwyer picks it up. De La Paz plays the ball to Walker. Hinchcliffe now, who... It's straight at the keeper. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to make some changes now. I'm going to tell them to show some passion, and I'm going to make some changes. Healy's picked up a yellow card as well. Hinchcliffe only on a 6.4. Nugent's coming off, and we're going to bring on Catton for him. Richards is going to come on, make his debut in place of Nicky Walker, and Tomlinson's going to come on for Ben Hinchcliffe. We're going to make a triple substitution because I really am not happy with those players. I mean, Hinchcliffe should have had that goal allowed in the first half, in my opinion. We have got a highlight now at the corner, and O'Dwyer has just hit the bar and then skied his follow-up shot. We're 74 minutes in. We're not even having much in the way of highlights. We've had probably 2 highlights in this second half, if that. I'm going to put us on attacking, and we have got another highlight now. Richards with the ball to Akinola, forward to Jordan Slew, who shoots straight at the keeper. But that's better. That was good movement, good passing, and a good attempt on goal. We've only got 10 minutes left. Can we at least get a goal back? We're going to go very attacking now. I mean, I said that it was going to take a while for these players to bed in and gel together, but I didn't expect us to be playing this badly against a team we really should be beating. We've got a corner again now, but that's it. We have lost our first game of the season, and it was a poor performance. I mean, we had loads of shots. We were just wasteful. I'm going to be assertive and say I'm not happy with that performance. That has fired most of them up. And, I mean, we've only got a 2-day gap now between games, and we need to come back and be better than that. We sit in the relegation zone after that first game, which is ridiculous. We'll have a quick look, see where we're going to come back. I'm going to play through the rest of this month, and we'll probably come back for the Spennymoor game at the beginning of September. Just play through the rest of this month, see how things go, and then like I say, we'll come back for the Spennymoor and Stockport County game. So if you like that, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more Football Manager 2019 videos, and remember to follow me on Facebook and Twitter at WeaselGamer TV for both of those, and thank you very much for watching.